Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Longest Name on YouTube. I'm your host, Psychotronic Squirt Gun hyphen Aaron, and this is chaotic comic book cover displays and more with YT friends. So today we have some YT friends I'm really happy about. And to my left here is Jim, Darth Gojira Comics. What up, Jim?
Doing good. Also known as Sandman Mystery Comics, and I will be doing a big live sale tomorrow on that channel. Lots of good stuff, Bronze Age, some silver, you name it. There's going to be
Yeah,
stuff and deals.
to celebrate the opening of your new channel, dude. You know, that's pretty dang cool. And below
Yep,
me,
yep, yep.
we have Kirby under the cowl of MS. I caught some of your new video you dropped today, buddy.
Cool.
Pretty cool, man. How you been?
Good yourself.
You know, no complaints, dude. You know, I see you got Deadpool with you.
Oh yeah, gotta have my sidekick hanging around. I turned him on, but he'd annoy us.
Nice. And over here we have Matthew, Heroes for Hire Comic Club, man.
Howdy ho, neighbor.
Matthew hasn't been getting that much sleep lately, huh, Matthew?
It'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
Oh, I can sleep when I'm dead.
That's a good saying, right? That, you know,
Yeah.
get all sleepy want.
Uh,
So, we got one of our moderators here from the desk of a small press publisher, Joe D. McPhee. What's up, man? I know you do your show sometimes, but on Thursday, I don't know if you're doing it now, but if you want to pop on and show some stuff, let me know, dude. And we got Alberto Suave with us. What's up, Alberto? Thanks for being here. And I heard another pop, which is good. Hey, we got our buddy Rob. Right on, dude. Cheap comic collector.
there's Rob.
Yeah, it seems like he's with us. You know?
He's focused
Hey,
on something.
Are you
To
guys
quote
getting?
Buckaroo Bonds,
Oh, he's out. Are you guys getting that
Uh-oh.
flickering on the bottom of the screen for Yard Stream? I'm noticing.
No.
that.
Nope.
Oh,
no,
hope it's not my laptop. You know what I mean?
might be your internet.
Well, Joe D. McPhee, let me know if you just want to jump on and say hi and stuff like that. We normally show things. And I'll send you the link, my friend. So cool. Yeah, we're going to kick it off. I was over in Will's show yesterday, and I got a bunch of stuff from our guy, Darth Gojira Comics, right? Also known as the Sandman Theater Comics. And I got a whole bunch of stuff from my dealer that I'm going to show today. I normally open comics, but today I'm just going to rip through them. And there was about 3 of them in here that I got from Jim, too. So we'll see if you guys could identify it, Jim, if you could remember.
Okay, I love the way he says "from my dealer." I love
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's a joke going, you know. Sean Moe, if you're watching this, shout out to you, bro, man. Thanks for the great deal. And anyone in the Pacific Northwest wants to meet Sean, he's totally up for it. But here we have, I normally shout out the year, but I'm not going to on this, but it's a Silver Age Thor.
Oh my
145.
God, that's the same book you got from
Yeah,
me.
dude, I can't believe it, man.
Well, keep whichever one's in better grade and sell the other one, man.
Yeah, dude. Abandoned on Earth, right? So
That's when Kirby was at his prime, man.
You think
Yeah,
they got
dude.
that story from? You think the first Thor movie kind of took from that story? Because remember how he was banished to Earth?
Maybe I haven't read I flipped through the Kirby stories. I want to get it all in the hardcover and just read it, you know.
Yeah,
like Jim says,
omnibus style.
It's one of the best Kirby stuff out there, you know. It's
Yeah.
just crazy. But I don't know if I don't have the answers to that. But I do
yeah,
have another. Go ahead, Jim.
I was going to say the best issues of that whole spanning were in the 150s or 160s, where he's teaming up with the Recorder and going through the cosmos, and they run into Galactus and try to stop him from having a battle with Eon. And then when that battle was so epic, I mean, they're throwing planets at each other and stuff. It's so yeah. Yeah, there you
162,
go.
bro. This is the stuff right here. You know,
Yep.
I'm very happy. So Sean gave me a great deal, but I have to buy a lot, you know, and then I
Yeah.
can get the long boxes on the cheap, and that's what we did last time. So, but I love this, man.
Oh
Freaking
yeah.
cool.
That's
Here
the
we go.
beautiful
Here's
stuff
Rob.
right there.
What's up, Rob?
Hey guys, sorry about that. When I came on, I didn't have any sound, so quickest
Okay.
thing to do
Okay,
was reboot everything and come back on again. So
Good to see you. Merry Christmas to you, right?
Technical
Yep.
Merry
difficulties.
Christmas, everybody. Hey Darth,
Yep.
nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you,
What?
Rob.
And under the cow Kirby. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, this is my first time being on a stream with Kirby. So hi, Kirby. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Cool.
Me and Darth were on one together, just me and him for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Rob, I'm just showing
We had
comments.
an interesting conversation.
I was thinking Darth was on last week when I was on.
Oh, why don't I remember? Sorry, I'm old, brain fart, man.
Mm.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
Rob?
I've been
Thanks
there,
for being
dude. I'm there,
here.
all the time. So
Today's my Friday, and I've been going since 3:45. So
Roger's back in the Medicaid.
all good.
What up, Mr.
Meta
Bird?
I watched
So-
your giveaway show, Matt. Meta Raj. That guy Pat. Wow, his collection, man, and he just throws them out. Yeah, let's give this away. Phenomenal
Yeah.
stuff. You guys got to watch that, man. It's crazy. It's off the hook.
Yeah, dude. Roger's awesome. So, Rob, I got these from Sean. Do you remember Sean, where I got the long boxes from? I got a couple more long boxes, but I
Yeah, I was.
Go ahead.
No, I was watching you show some of what you got the other day there.
Cool.
I forget where you were.
Well, I showed Darth Gojira's comics on Will's. Yeah, but this is from actually Sean, and I actually got some doubles. I can't believe it, but without my hammer, I am truly lost.
Yeah, but only getting 3 doubles, that's actually pretty good. You did pretty good, dude. So.
Doomsday. Well, I just don't. I don't want to spend time on an app like most people. You know, I just don't want to do it. I'm finding I'm referencing my collection more. I'm handling the comics more. We have
Well,
a Kirby.
and if you're selling, you want to get doubles.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling him, Rob, just keep the ones that are lower grade of the doubles and sell the rest, you know?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
the way I do it.
Reader beaters, man. We got a what if Shang-Chi, master of Kung Fu, fought on the side of his dad, right? Fu Manchu. Pretty cool. I normally open these up, but I want to kind of get through a lot of these and also, make sure that you guys get your time too.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
What if those right? Oh, that's
What if they were villains?
So, Aaron, what was the overall number of comics you picked up at your friend's?
Well, I got 2 long boxes on the cheap, and I didn't count them, but I got like a half of a short box maybe of stuff that I was really happy with. You know, copper, bronze, and silver. Right.
Cool.
So, here's 199.
I always like to see Captain America comics.
I think I might have this one. Issue 230. I love Captain America, just like Matthew. You know? They put great artists on there. I might have this one, I'm not sure. 145. I am actively working on my Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice.
Is that Gil Kane? Or is that
Hard to
Ross
tell.
Andrew?
Sometimes it's hard to tell because of the
Some of the chat would be like,
Marvel house style, you know.
Yep.
we've got Avengers 193. Cool stuff. Inferno Unleashed. Hey, we got some peeps saying hi. What's up, Brent? Thanks for being here, dude. Yeah, Damien, Merry Christmas to you, buddy. It's always good seeing you on Roger's show, and I love your reviews. We're just it's just showing comics if you want to jump on, Joe. But
Hmm.
yeah, pretty cool. Now
One of
here's
my
one that I got from you, Jim.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica #1. But wait, mine was a newsstand.
In this one
Is a newsstand as well.
with
Okay.
the di- but I think he had. I think I was the. Did I get the diamond one from you over here?
No.
No. Now this has a significance with Scott Lang being the Ant-Man, but I don't know if it's the first time he dons
Yeah,
it.
that's a big money book right there. That's first Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Nice. I know I have the True Believer copy. You're saying that True Believer is actually
Yeah, the #1s like the True Believers Eternals #1, Devil Dinosaur #1, Black Panther #1,
oh, okay.
and the one they did for the first appearance of Thor. All the first appearance stuff, those go for like $10 or more. They may have gone down by now with the way the comic market is. They're probably half that, if not $3 books now. I don't know. I got to check.
Okay,
I
cool.
never checked the values.
Cool, Joe. I'll have you on totally, man. In fact, I'll have Jim jump on for a little bit, then I'll send you the link. Pretty cool, right, you
The
guys?
percentage of Scott Lang was in Avengers 181.
Oh, cool. So yeah, we'll turn it over to Jim here.
Oh, okay, cool. Hi, guys. I've got interesting stuff because I'm all about the weird and unusual. I'm wearing my Sandman shirt today.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. This is a this is a book by a friend of mine, and this is being turned into a Netflix animated series. If you like wrestling and especially luchadors, like the old Santos movies, Mil Mascara, all that stuff, this is in that vein. It's a character called Sonambolo, and the guy's name is Rafael Navarro. Uh, we became friends because at a convention he was hawking his book at, I was running around dressed as the Golden Age Sandman, full trench coat, made my own gun, which I have up there. I have a real gas mask, a fedora, a whole 9 yards. He's like, dude, no one dresses as the Golden Age Sandman. I got to take some pictures. I'm like, no problem. We started talking. He gave me all his books and he signed
Wow,
all of them. And then
awesome, dude.
he showed me the video, the 5-minute animation video that Netflix has produced to promote the show, which will be coming out late 2025 or early 2026.
Excellent.
But yeah, and they're not really numbered books. They
Hey,
just
Joe, I
have
sent you the
titles.
link, man.
There's a signature down there, and then this is called Sonambolo in Ghost of a Chance,
Cool.
Mexican Standoff Part 1 of 3,
Awesome.
Part 2.
Oh, I've actually seen these before.
Yeah.
Snamblo. They're actually, it's really really good art within too.
Yeah. And then there's the final part 3 of 3, all
Cool.
signed. And then, yeah, Sonombala lives because he dies, goes to hell, fights his way back. The cat ends up being like a minor imp or demon or something.
Cool.
Yeah, he can do that. I don't know Spanish, but the guy does. He walks in dreams. Here he goes to hell
Yeah,
and fights his way back. It's really good stuff, man.
I think Big Elbow was one that showed these off one time.
Yep. And then Masks of Sonombolo.
Sonamblo. I love
Yeah.
that. The mind's eye right there, representing the mind's eye. You know.
Yep. And now going back to what I'm actually reading right now. And one of them has a psychedelic cover. I always include something psychedelic whenever I'm on for my friend Aaron. This is Secret Weird Origins #1. It's a big, thick book, and it actually reprints the actual Golden Age reprints of the Origin of the Spectre, Dr. Fate, and then the Silver Age origin reprints of Congarilla, the Enchantress, El Diablo, and Animal Man. And on
Cool.
top of that, it reprints the first appearance of Bizarro World
Huh.
and Metamorpho. So I thought that was really cool.
Awesome.
And haven't started this yet, but I'm looking forward to it. DC Universe Legacies #1 through the Golden Age, of course, with Spectre and Dr. Fate, two of my
Yeah, it's
favorite.
good you have that focus, right? You zero in on a lot of stuff that you love there. And
Yep.
the Golden Age there.
Oh yeah, you got to. And then other than Sandman Mysteries Theater, when Jeff Johns brought back the JSA a couple years back for that 12-issue maxi series, Flash, Green Lantern, and My Golden Age Sandman all got their own mini-series. I haven't read it yet because I've been busy getting every cover. Here's #1,
Nice.
Virgin Foil variant. Another #1 cover. Here's the psychedelic cover for you. Woo! The gas is
I've
all
seen that one.
psychedelic.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep. And then this is a second printing 1 in 25 character sketch variant. And then #2, #3, #4, #5, #6. I've only read the first issue, but it's really well written and the art is really good. Now, as I explained on Matt's show, and everybody knows I love Golden Age books, I only own about a dozen or so because it's hard to find them in decent condition and at an affordable price. So I get a lot of the reprints, but
Yeah.
even the reprints are getting expensive. Speaking of some of the reprints, like I don't know if you guys know who Comic Collector Geek is, but he has the original from the 1940s slabbed on his wall behind him of this book. I couldn't
Cool.
get that. That's like a $6,000-7,000 book. Slave Girl Comics. It's yeah, and it's over the top. You get your bondage in there and over the top stories and racist depictions of people. I mean, it's all in there.
Yeah.
This was put out by Eternity Comics back in the mid 80s, like 85, 86. And then another company that I really love a lot, and I will pick up anytime I can find them on the cheap, and that's AC Comics. Everybody knows them for FemForce because that's their main thing.
Yeah.
TNA sells.
Yeah.
But Bill Black used to work for Marvel. He did a lot of inking and drawing and filling in on titles. But he made enough money to start AC Comics and wanted to preserve Golden Age books. This is from #1 from his Jungle Girls line, reprinting all the old stuff like Nyoka the Jungle Girl, Cave Girl, Tara. Speaking of that, I've got a whole bunch from another company that died out in the 80s, 90s doing that. These are all in color. Jungle Comics 1 through 4, reprinting Sheena. I don't know who that is. That's it's either the guy or one of the girls, like Rula. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm thinking that's Rula. And more there. And then lastly, everybody remembers these. Eclipse did the original Airboys in big prestige format, called it Airfighter Classics.
Cool.
So 1, 2.
I do have Eclipse Airboys, but that's a lot
4,
different.
and #5. I don't know if they get more than the
Air
5.
Fighters to meet Sergeant Strike or something.
Yeah, these are square bound Air Fighters Classics. They have original Airboy stories from the 40s. Yeah, I was thinking it was Rula too, Metaraj, because she's the only dark-haired one other than Firehair that I know of, but Firehair was more Western. You got Skywolf in here, you got the Iron Ace, you got the Black Angel, and the Flying Dutchman, as well as Airboy. So
What up, Dan? Dan has a question for you, dude.
You're welcome to be there, of course, Dan. You've been on all the streams. Don't worry, you're part of the YT Friends group. But I'm actually thinking I got to talk with Aaron, starting at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which would be 4 o'clock Eastern, because it's better for me, and that way I get to get the sale done by 5 or 6, hopefully, and spend time with the family. You know,
I'm not doing any claim sales for the rest of the month. You know, it's just Christmas time. But yeah, tomorrow, it's going to be fun, right?
Yeah. I mean, but Aaron and I will talk about that later. But it's definitely happening on my Sandman channel tomorrow. I've got tons of groovy stuff for you guys. Last thing I'm going to show, and then I'll shut my mouth because I know I motor mouth because of all the caffeine.
Shut up! No, I'm kidding.
One of my favorite obscure Golden Age teams was the Seven Soldiers of Victory. You know, Grant Morrison brought them back, and he wrote solo stories for them. And one of my favorite street level characters from there, 4 Eastern, not 6, Dan, you got it, was the Guardian, who showed up a lot in Superman books, but he did it here, you know, the Manhattan Guardian. So, and it's Grant Morrison, and I love Grant Morrison's writing, so I had to get it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I love me Wildcat, Batman and Wildcat, 1, 2, and 3 of 3. And not many people know this, but Wildcat was actually one of Batman's teachers. Okay, because he is the greatest boxer in the world, not just a heavyweight champion. If someone wants to link my channel, I don't know, you can just type in @Sandman Mystery Comics and it'll pop up. I have one video up, and that was of a Black Friday haul I got at my LCS. And he can't die. He'd have to be killed 9 times in a row consecutively to be killed completely. Otherwise, if someone kills him, within minutes, Wildcat gets back up. He's ready to fight. It's crazy, man. So people thought he was just a boxer. He's a lot more than that. Read the JSA, you learn. Yep. There you go. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, you bet.
And I am done.
All right. See you later, Jim. No, thanks for all the freaking knowledge, man. I love it, man. I'm going to continue learning. I'm going to continue learning from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What were we going to say, Rob?
I just said the cool stuff.
Definitely.
Thank you.
I don't have anything old today, but I got my new comics I collect in like last couple of days. So I got the new Laura Kinney Wolverine 1. It's the J. Scott Campbell variant.
That's flying off the shelf, right?
Yeah, he doesn't do most of his variants. He does for his own company. Like he'll, I guess, release. I guess he's got permission. Yeah. So when he actually releases something for Marvel or somebody, I try to grab it because he charges too much. Sorry, J. Scott, you do. Got the all new Venom foil. Nobody knows who the new Venom is, but somebody says it's Luke Cage. But I guess because of the gold. But I don't know why Luke Cage would need to be Venom. He's already tough enough. And I got the whole run of this so far. I kind of like Jim McKay on the Avengers, although it keeps getting hijacked.
It's pretty good.
It keeps getting hijacked by all these storylines like Blood Hunt and stuff.
Oh, is that right?
Incredible Hulk, Legacy number 800, but 19. So you know how
Looks
they do
good.
that.
Good cover, dude.
Yeah, I like this one too, although it's not Nick Klein, but it's still kind of cool. It's number 20. Mm-hmm. I may have showed some of these before on here, so I'm sorry. I have them all mixed up because I like to put them in order.
Yeah.
Of like publisher and like series when I'm getting ready to read them.
Apologies.
This one's cool. This is like an homage to the Queen video of Bohemian Rhapsody. JSA number 2.
Cool. Hey, Joe D. McPhee's in the house. Thank you so much, Joe, for being here. Mm-hmm. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Not a problem, but go ahead.
I think, Lemire is like writing that right now. I kind of like it. You know me, I like a lot of the superhero stuff, but I like the indie stuff too. But we got Batgirl number 2. This is the Jorge Jimenez variant.
Looking good.
I think that's pretty cool.
I like Jorge.
Absolute Wonder Woman. It's actually better than Batman, the Batman one. Although I'm gonna go back to the
He said it,
Batman.
I didn't. And I'm the woman, and I'm the Wonder Woman fan in the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Wonder Woman.
How would you rate the big three absolute so far, Matthew?
Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman last.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know about what Jason Aaron's trying to do with this, but you know what? You try to keep in mind with the absolute stuff is it's like Ultimate Spider-Man and like Ultimate Black Panther. It's not the same character.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's the same character, but it's a little bit different. But I like my old Superman. You know, I don't know, but since it's the holiday season, I bought this one just because of the cover. I really don't care about the story, to be honest with you. Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night, issue 1. I got this one because I like the Zatanna. Look at his eyes. He's like, holy crap!
Look at the smile on Santa. Right?
Jackpot! I think he got what he wanted for Christmas.
Or the glee.
He's like, ho! That's a package that I wasn't expecting to arrive.
And I probably showed this one. Batman.
This year, I'm getting a gift.
Batman and Robin, year 1. I like this one the best out of the covers because it looks kind of old school the way they did it. You know, kind of got the old school Robin there, which I like.
It kind of looks like if Scooby-Doo was on there, it looked like it'd be a Scooby-Doo cover with the way that purple on the house and everything.
Yeah, good point. Remember the haunted house at the beginning of Scooby-Doo they'd always show? Yeah, it does look like that. This is David Nakayama variant for the Black Canary, best of the best. One of my favorite DC super heroines.
Cool.
And
okay, it's looking good too.
Now I got these because the new Terminator by Dynamite Comics, and it's taking place in Vietnam right now.
Huh.
So there's issue 1.
Was it someone in your chat that was saying they love Terminator? Or no, it was Will's chat or something.
Oh yeah. And there's issue 2. But the real cool one is issue 3. And I'm not going to say anything. We'll see what movie poster this is an homage to. Let's see who can guess it first.
Oh, Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, obviously. That wasn't that hard, was it? I'm a fan of like comic books that homage movie posters, like the Incredible Hulk 1 where that's She-Hulk like laid out like Uma Thurman on the you know what I mean.
Hey Christina, thanks for
I've heard
I gotta get this one out of the bag because it's got. I hate when they put my comic shop puts stickers in the bag. I don't like it. It's too beautiful to not have a sticker covering it up. It's Jenny Prison's Scarlet.
I love Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, and
I just love the shades of colors that Jenny uses.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Instantly tell her.
And she's going to be at Heroes Con. And I'm going to Heroes Con.
Christina, let me know if you ever want to come on the show.
I'm going to get her to sign this one. I think that's a good one to have Jenny.
Oh yeah, I would collect Scarlet Witch. Actually, I would do that.
She is the most powerful mutant there is, other than Franklin Richards.
What about Magneto?
Is that current now?
Magneto. She's so powerful. She wished she altered reality completely. Got rid of all the mutants. Yeah.
No more.
Magneto he could destroy the Earth's core if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Dazzler, yeah, nice.
I think he's the most powerful. I just mean he's an Omega level.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
Jean Grey, the Phoenix is pretty dangerous.
Yeah,
but Reed Richards' son, that one you gotta watch.
Franklin, that boy created his own multiverses and stuff when he became an adult.
I'm not reading Dazzler, but I saw
Heroes Reborn was because of Franklin.
And that
I remember that.
I just hold it there for a minute. We got to admire that one. All right.
So, is Franklin still considered a mutant? I think there was something happened a couple years ago.
Ultimate Universe has the 1 year in, like the anniversary issue, I guess. And I couldn't get they had one that was like the first cover appearance of the Ultimate Wolverine. That one was sold out before I could get it, but I got this one because I like Peach Momoko.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes she does good.
I think she does good all the time, but that's just
you do.
Me. Yeah, well, it's not that I think me and Jim was talking about this the other day. It's not that easy. It looks simple, right? when you're working with watercolors like that, it's layer after layer. That's not easy.
Yeah.
And
it's hard to keep them from bleeding into each other. You got to know the right mixture to do it.
And it's also you can tell she's like influenced by like manga and the Japanese watercolor painting styles. And I think it's just a cultural thing sometimes. And now we got some Transformers, number 15, Daniel Warren Johnson. He's going to be on it till issue 25. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I worry about it, but it's Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona and Sarah Stern working on this.
He turned that into a hit, you know?
Yeah. Well, also, you know, people my age, we relate to that stuff. Like, you know, how all the G.I. Joe action figures and toys from that generation are like so expensive now because they know we're all nostalgic for it. And we'll buy it. Hey, there's Legion of Comics in the house.
But this Energon universe thing, it totally revived.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it took off.
Now, this is not the new G.I. Joe. They had the G.I. Joe that they just started that's connected to the Energon universe, but this is the one, the continuing Real American Hero series that Larry Hama still writes to this day.
Hey,
you know, Larry Hama is always flying that flag for G.I. Joe. Man, he's always done it. I love it. He's going to be at Heroes Con, and Andy Kubert did the art. He's doing the art for these covers. And so don't sleep on this one if you like G.I. Joe. I couldn't stop collecting that just because they had a new G.I. Joe.
Legion, let me know if you ever want to come on the show, my friend. Appreciate you.
And we're probably getting territory of stuff I've already shown, so I apologize.
It's cool, dude.
But this is one of my series of the year right here. This is issue 5 and 6. They got one more to go. I'm sad to see it go. It's about these skate kids in that live in Sacramento in the 80s. So there's a lot of references to bands like the Dead Kennedys or 80s movies and stuff like that.
Who are you talking about? That girl that is out now from Australia that reminds you of Iggy Pop.
Oh, Emil and the Snippers, they're called.
Yeah.
She's basically the lead singer. She's basically like, if Iggy Pop was a woman, it would be her. Just look it up. Sean, I went over to my comic book dealer. I keep calling him my dealer, right? But he actually showed her to me. It was freaking awesome, dude. It was am I right? Am I right? Is that that's a good analogy?
It's classic punk. The stuff I like, you know.
It's a good comparison too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christina, I'm not using Darth Gojira anymore. I'm using Sandman Mystery Comics. That's my new channel. Darth Gojira's dead. Sorry.
Painting homage.
Yeah, Christina, I already said this, right? But let me know if you ever want to come on the show, make an appearance on the show, Christina, show some stuff. Really appreciate it.
Can I see that Edward Monk's The Scream homage again?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's really
cool.
In
Hyde Street is like this. They're like a purgatory, and he's like this kid. He's like he's not a good scout. He's not a good Boy Scout.
I hear you. That is cool. I never even seen that.
It's a good series. I just never seen that cover.
Yeah, this is I think cover C. This is cover C. I just couldn't resist the homage to the Scream painting. What's cool about this series though is like it's like an anthology horror, but the other guy that's in it, he was like this guy that used to scam kids by selling crap to them in the back of comic books, like the pet monkeys, you know, and X-ray spectacles and stuff like that.
And if you haven't read Hyde Street, you should read Devour first.
Okay,
I read it after I started Hyde Street.
I like the Hyde Street. I missed out on that one. I guess that's all I got, guys.
Well, Matthew, you're doing good for someone who's not sleeping as good lately. You know what I mean?
It's all right. I'm like you remember the movie The Ring, you know, the horror movie, and he's like, we got her out of the well. He's like, you don't understand, mommy. She never sleeps. That's me. I never sleep.
You need to get some shut eye, bro.
I'm omnipresent. I'm present.
But you're doing good. Thank you for sharing. And up next is Kirby. What's up, man? Under the cowl.
Not much. First things I'm going to show off, I'll have an unboxing coming up this weekend, but you guys can see them early. Cool. Rob might appreciate these a little bit because they're from Jeff Belke. He's a colorist that worked for Disney over the years. He also has John Carpenter presents Stanley and Friends comics. They got a few issues out so far.
Nice.
But he had some problems, couldn't make it to the last con. So he did free shipping with his stuff, and he takes the black and white covers and colors them for you. So he had a nice deal going on, so I had to pick some up. So
Cool.
Got me a Deathstroke going.
Cool.
This is Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah, my sister collects the all that Buffy stuff. I like Joss Whedon, so I watched it all.
Yeah. This is my favorite one that he did, Haunt #1.
Oh, I remember when that came out. Yeah, that's cool.
So I really like that character.
So these are hand colored, like one of a kind.
Yeah, Jeff. They're all one of a kind, originally hand colored by Jeff Belkey from Jeff Belkey Studios.
Awesome.
He's here in Wisconsin. And that's Goldilocks in Zombieland book too. So didn't even know this existed, so I'm gonna have to pick it up. But if you look at it, it's Goldilocks took out the 3 blind mice.
Cool.
Then the last one I picked up was Dragon Prince, which I know some of these comics have been popping up in the claim sales, and I
that looks tight.
So I'm like, now I'm gonna have to pick up a couple to go with this one.
Nice ink work there, man.
Yeah, he does an awesome job, and apparently while he was working on him, his inks ran out, and the company he was getting them from stopped producing them. So he was in between playing with them, so I was surprised I got them as quick as I did. I'm not going to go to those right now because I want to get some of your guys' opinion on Uncanny X-Men. Because I'm not a big fan. I don't know if you guys know.
Which volume?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
You have to tell me which volume for
Jody has
hands which volumes, but I'll start with a couple annuals and stuff. Well, this is Uncanny X-Men #1.
I'll let Joe, because Joe, you have most of the stuff, right?
Right. That is a reprint.
Yeah.
That is a reprint. I can't think of what reprint it is.
Yeah. I suppose the annuals don't really matter.
That's a fun
Some
annual.
annuals do. Some annuals actually do. Like that one actually matters with the Impossible Man. That one matters.
Yeah, I like
That's I grew up on that stuff.
Yeah, there's another one that has the first solo story of Jubilee in it. That one
the Fantastic Four annual #3 is where they Reed and Sue get married, so it's kind of important.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I want to show. These are probably too new. The anniversary issues.
Well, let's
no. Those are not new. Those are at least 20 years old.
Yeah.
At least 20 to 30 years old. Yep.
Yeah, I know. I just say the newer ones in my collection.
Yeah. Modern, right?
Yeah.
Beauties though.
There needs to be a new term for modern because I don't count 90s comics as modern anymore.
No, I wish Copper would extend all of the newsprint.
I still do. I still consider 90s comics modern. That's the start of the modern age to me.
I want to consider the newsprint Copper, all the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that ain't.
See, I always thought the 90s was Copper and most of the 80s was still Bronze Age.
Bronze, I think, stopped.
Bronze was short.
85, 86.
Yeah, 86. And usually the cutoff date for Copper is like after X-Force was released, I think.
So what's up with this?
Happen to be the Jubilee one?
Oh, that's cool.
No, that's not the first. It's an actual Uncanny X-Men annual. I have it. I'll be selling it tomorrow.
I want to say it's like 15 or 16.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. I'm not an X-Men guy. Unless it's
burning either.
Well, I was saying
burning Claremont.
The bronze
much what you see
like they don't last that long. Like the bronze, copper, and silver, but the modern ages lasted for like 30 years.
Yeah.
It's because they're magazines, right?
Yeah, 92. Somebody saying 92 thinks is the Copper. Yeah, that's annual 17.
I want to consider all newsprint
still in the bags with the cards
from the.
Can we call the 90s the foil age?
Chromium age, yeah.
They do need their own.
We need to call. Well, that's being unfair. That's being unfair. Yeah, I was about to call it something derogatory because
There we go.
Now that's a good one
we
right
got
there,
into
sir.
the age where a lot of 90s comics to me.
Is that a reprint or is that
no, that is
No,
142. Dude. No, that's an actual
read that one.
issue.
Yeah,
yes.
that is an epic issue. That is part of Days of Future Part.
Past.
That's part 2.
And if you don't like X-Men, you'll like it. Everybody dies.
Yeah.
And this is good stuff too, right here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's Claremont and Byrne. You can't go wrong with that past one. Yeah.
Right.
You could go Claremont and
yes, that's
Claremont
a good.
and
That's
Byrne.
definitely an issue.
So-
and it's newsstand. And
Yeah.
it's newsstand. So that's a double good. That's a double bonus.
that might be the
Now,
first
if
Dark
it was
Phoenix.
Mark Jewelers, it would have been a trifecta.
And
Yeah.
Kirby, if
Is
you
that
don't
a
like
first
it,
Dark
you
Phoenix?
can always send them to me. You got my address.
Well, a lot of the pretty much I don't know.
I will definitely take that one.
That's an early
If
appearance.
you don't want
of
that
Rogue.
one, I'll take that one off your hands.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
a good
one.
one too.
Second
Early
appearance of
appearance of
Rogue.
Rogue.
That's
Yeah,
the
second appearance of Rogue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
that's great. She's still a villain.
Yep.
That's a good one too. Ooh,
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah,
dude,
it is.
you got some bangers
So
here.
where'd you
man.
where'd you get these, Kirby?
These are from sheds and stuff that I bought out. And I just
Okay.
never read them because I was never a fan of the X-Men. I like the individual
Another good
characters.
one.
I'll read
Wow.
Wolverine. I'll read Class. I'll
See,
read.
if you don't want to, you can send them here. I will add them to my collection. That's
The majority of these
preserved.
things
That's
that-
going to be preserved and everything.
Yeah. Yep. Joe
A
will
lot of
take
pretty
care of
much
that.
stuff you
X-Men from that era
Oh!
are
That's
That is an
good, too.
epic. That's the origin of Magneto right
Yeah,
there.
that's an
That
origin.
is organ. That is
Uh-huh.
an epic one, and it tells you how he becomes paralyzed, Professor X.
Yeah.
Yep.
In
That
all
one I'll
seriousness,
definitely
Kirby, I would buy the 158 from you because I need that.
Well, I'm not giving them.
Yeah, I was joking about giving them anyway. I'd buy them.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice
Brood.
Brood. Nice
Yeah,
Brood.
Brood,
issue.
yes.
Oh, that's a good one. I got that one.
Dude, you're just
162.
bringing the hit after the hit
Yeah.
after the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Some
See,
Paul Smith art.
He's almost trying to get me to pull out one of my slab boxes.
Yeah, dude. You should.
Oh,
Beauty.
another
beauty.
Brood. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Burn, baby, burn. The cover.
Only thing is missing is ooh.
Oh,
yeah,
Binary. Carol
Binary,
Danvers.
that's
Yep,
Binary.
Binary. Yep.
First binary.
Yep. Yep.
You got
Kirby's
some
like, I
bangers,
hate
man.
X-Men, but look at all the stuff I got.
Yep, more Brood.
Dude, that's another good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
X-Men
Oh.
suck, but here are all these bangers.
I was like, I don't know about these X-Men. I'm up here thinking you're going to pull
Dude,
out
X-Men
like,
from the 70s and 80s, man.
No, I thought he's going to break out X-Men from like the 2010s and whatnot. And now he's bringing out all. Come on now.
That's another good one.
Come on.
Dude, I feel like we're on a radio.
To be like, what is wrong with you? Why
Yeah.
aren't you say that
Yeah,
these are not
exactly.
good?
I feel like we're on a radio station. Oh, first Rachel Summers.
Summers.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like Rachel.
First
Am I
appearance
being
of Rachel.
punked?
Yep.
Yep. Dude, bangers, man.
Well, at least I'm
Yeah.
learning something.
Oh,
John Romita
Oh my
Jr.
goodness.
classic Doctor Doom cover.
Doom, right.
Yeah.
The only other one that would be more classic than that, I want to say, it's like
The annual, right?
153, where he has Rogue,
Storm in his arms.
yeah, in his arms,
Yeah.
where he was it's kind of like brainwashed her,
That
almost
last one
trying to
was
get her to
Terry
marry her.
Smith.
marry
Yeah,
her.
and
Yep,
he's got a
that was
goblet or something.
BWS. Yep, and there
That's
she
another
is.
one.
Out,
Rachel
that's
becomes
Rachel
Phoenix
as the
in that
Phoenix.
one.
Yep.
Rachel
Yeah.
becomes Phoenix in that one.
Dude, I feel like we're on a radio show, and the hits keep coming with Kirby.
Yeah, that's an old. That's
Ooh,
before.
that's a
Yeah.
beautiful one. Yes.
Dude.
X-Men die.
That was trying to think who.
But Joe,
actually
if
died
you
there.
did pull out 2000, 2010s, Joe D would probably know a lot of the storylines.
And this
I
one's
would
pretty
like,
beat.
yeah, you can trash that.
Sauron.
Come
Still
on.
good. That's
Come on
still
now.
good. That's
It's pretty
early
rough
Sauron. It's
Yeah,
still
dude,
early
Very early
Sauron.
Sauron, where
That's-
they
that's,
had no
John-
idea what Sauron can do.
John
Yeah.
Byrne, yeah, that made me get into the Savage Land. That story.
Mhm.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Oh, that's another classic. That
Damn,
is
these are
another
really
classic.
good.
Moses
These are-
Magdalene, yes.
It's
These are all-
the Wayback Machine for me. I used to buy all these off the rack at the 7-Eleven by
Yeah.
my house,
The
man.
X-Men
Oh,
from the
that-
and to
70s.
think, I'm going through my stories, cataloging all of these issues, and I'm up here. It's like, when do I get 3 of these, or 2 of these, or 4 of these?
Like,
And
this
I'm
one,
like,
I like
and he just up here
arcade.
is like, oh, these are no good. I was like, give them to me.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Dude,
the
no.
first encounter with Arcade. Well,
Arcade,
actually, that's not
yeah.
the first. That's not the very first one. There's one more before that.
Yeah, but they
His
think
early
he's a
appearance of
joke. But
Arcade.
no, he is
Yes.
deadly, man. Oh, that's
Colossus
an
get
awesome one
brainwashed to
too.
become the proletariat,
Yep.
and that happened in while they was in Murder World.
Okay, I'm having a nerdgasm. I'm gonna have to have a cigarette soon, man. Stop.
Yeah, I think I
You're
want to
bringing
take
me
a-
back to my Claremont
Oh,
I
youth,
gotta,
Tony,
take
it's
a,
man.
I gotta get away. I gotta go to the medicine cabinet and get a Valium and take it right now. You're making me nervous.
I like how
Dude.
you set us up, Kirby. Oh, I have these X-Men. I don't care.
I
I
know.
honestly don't know.
You really set us up
anything
good,
about
buddy.
these. I
Dude.
I'm working on my X-Men. You got a few
Damn.
that I don't have.
Oh, night.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Aaron,
Hellfire Club. They're getting close to where Mastermind is about to get
yeah.
ready to
He's showing us.
get
I
ready
feel
to
like I'm
find out what
surgery
the beast
after
really
cancer.
is.
I feel like I'm
First
looking.
Jasper.
Oh my god!
First
Fiddler, yeah.
Jasper.
Oh,
First
dude.
Jasper, and you're going to say, these are they not nothing to me. That's the very first Jasper. Dude.
Kirby,
Come
do you
on
know?
now.
That-
What's
Kirby,
wrong with you? What's wrong
Kirby,
with
do
you?
you
Know
know
your
what these
history.
books are worth? Do you know what these books
I'm
are
going to
worth,
revoke
brother?
your collector's
No, I
card.
didn't.
Oh my
I'm
god!
revoking your collector's
I'm going to
card.
Oh
tell
my
you
god!
right now, and the rest of them are going to hate me for it, but I have to be honest
That's
with you.
Wolverine's first solo story.
These high grade books you're showing right now, hundreds of dollars each, raw.
You're
Don't
funny,
tell them that.
Kirby.
They're
I
only
don't
worth
care.
$2 each, Kirby. They're only worth $2 each. I'll buy them all.
No, they're dollar bin books, $1.50 books. I'll give you $50 for that whole box of them.
Yeah.
Dude, you scored.
no.
Oh,
Come on now.
Phoenix! First Dark Phoenix. Oh,
Wow.
God.
Beautiful.
He doesn't realize how much of a score he got. It's like, oh, there's just a random X-Men book.
Oh, I realized
Yeah.
how much of a score I got when I bought a 60-foot warehouse
That is beautiful too.
full
man.
of long boxes. That was very
oh my
cheap.
god. What did you do? Buy this from Mile High Comics when they were going out of business or something?
No, the guy that I got, most of the stuff that you'll see that I'm bringing crates in of that I haven't looked at in over 8 years, came from the guy that had 3 shops in New York, moved to Wisconsin, had 2 shops in Wisconsin. I sold him all my grandfather's comics when I was a little kid, stupidly. And then I bought half of them back that he still had available.
All right, so
Wow.
what do we get?
That's
What
a
do we got
reprint.
here?
That's a
Yeah,
reprint.
Yeah,
That's a reprint of Giant Size X-Men #1 chromium cover from the 90s.
Wow.
It's still an expensive book, even though
Yeah.
it's like the 3rd time they reprinted it. Okay,
No,
because it's
5th. I think that's 5th.
fifth. Okay,
Fifth.
you would know
Because
better than me.
you have to be mindful.
Oh my
Classic
God.
X-Men
Wendigo.
#1. Yeah, Classic X-Men #1. Then you
Cameo
have
on the last
Marvel.
page
Oh,
of
wow,
Alpha
Alpha
Wendigo.
Flight and
Yeah.
Vindicator. Yeah,
Dude, that's a good book because
boom,
Alpha
boom.
Flight, yeah.
You gotta stop. Oh my
Days
God,
of Future
2.
Past.
Oh, come
Oh,
on,
one,
man.
Hell.
2.
Direct. Newsy and
Oh my
Direct.
God, that's a set. Oh no, dude. You've got the direct and the
Come on,
newsstand.
Kirby.
The
Okay.
thing is, the sad part about this is I kept 1 to 5 of every comic I had after I alphabetized everything. And
That's the one I was talking about.
Cover.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gave
That's the one I
over
was talking about.
200,000 comics to an auction house.
I need to go get a drink.
All of a sudden, that auction house decided to
Yeah.
go bankrupt, and I lost everything.
That sucks.
Yep, there
Dude,
it is.
I'm-
That's the
yeah.
second part of Murder
Okay,
World
there's-
stuff.
I gotta smoke. I can't see anymore, man.
Oh, I could go through this
I got
all
the memory
day. I
camera
could
on.
go
I'll
through
show
this all
2
day,
more,
but
and then you can jump to
he's
someone
making,
else.
He's making what I pulled off to this pulled out so far seem like crap.
Yeah, well, mine aren't that great.
So-
Mine
That's the last one I'll show for now.
Oh,
There's
Spider,
still
yeah, the
probably about
Spider
100
Woman,
of
the
them
Spider
still in
Woman,
the
and
box.
the Spider Woman guest stars in that one.
Good
So
stuff,
Kirby,
Kirby.
tell your
Good
story
stuff,
again. I don't think everyone heard it. It's like you had a bunch and stored in a warehouse, right?
Well, when I bought that last warehouse, it was a 60-footer, about 5 boxes high, all over with rows that you could walk through. But it was all his comic shops combined, and every time he went into a new comic shop, he put all his shit in the back warehouse and bought all new comics again. So that's
Right.
why he had so many duplicates of everything. I mean, some of the key issues I see now, I could shoot myself for because I had 15, 20 copies of.
Wow.
But I sat there and gave over 200,000 comics to an Appleton auction house that says they'll get you top dollar on everything. We do eBay, we do online sales, we do everything. I'm like, cool, I'll give it a chance. Gave him a truckload full of crap. Made about 10 grand of it, but it was also our personal stuff, not just comics. And I had them come back to pick up a second load. And about a month after they picked up the second load, they went bankrupt. And
man,
no way to contact them, no way to catch anything, no way to sue them, no way to do nothing.
Oh my God,
so
dude. You
just have to eat it. And there's not much you can do. But what I paid for it, I didn't lose anything because I bought it for like really, really, really cheap.
He went penny box diving.
I mean, basically, I sold for him after he lost his health, and sold for as long as I could. And then I'm like, oh, why don't I just buy you out? And he gave me a number, and I couldn't pass it up. So
yeah, wow, yeah. Awesome. Holy cow, Kirby, man, you had some stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff was in that shit. I even got all my childhood stuff.
Nice. He got the toy box for the Kenner Star Wars collection. Yeah, that's supposed to be like a display case for the Kenner Star Wars.
I mean, they'll sell for like $200 online sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kirby, sorry you got stuck with all those X-Men, you know.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Just don't be surprised if somebody pulls up and
pulls
Ocean's 11 on you.
Very cool, bro.
All kinds of the original set.
Wow.
$3,000 worth of X-Men books you should show.
No, it's not going to go back together.
That was a cool. Some Star Wars toys you were showing there. What up, Rob? Chief Comic Collector. Are you still doing your Christmas special? What's going on, man?
It's coming up. I'm gonna probably post it Sunday night.
Awesome.
I'm waiting on a couple more clips, and if I don't have them in time, then I'm just gonna go ahead and post it anyway. So.
Is it going to be live, or are you going to record it?
It is recorded, but we'll probably go live afterwards.
Okay.
This is the plan right now. So. It's gonna be fun. I'm really happy with what it's turning out to be. So
excellent, great news, dude.
So yeah, I made one of my rare trips to the comic shop today.
Oh yeah, so it is rare, isn't it?
A few new facsimiles that came out recently.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if I had this one yet or not, but turned out I didn't, so that's good. Detective 400.
Cool.
First Man Bat.
And Batman 237. Those are the 3 facsimiles I picked up. And I actually spent over $1 a book for a couple of books that were in their back issues. So I got Phantom Stranger number 15.
What is that?
Phantom Stranger.
Phantom Stranger 15.
Well, it's worth more than $1, so you did pretty good.
Yeah, well, I spent $9. That's an outrageous sum of money for me. So. And this is like little iodine number 4 or something like that. I forget the number. But
cool.
That's sold. And then the reason I was there was to pick up all my whatnot buys from them, which basically are $1 a piece or less. So some good stuff in here. That's Spider-Woman 7.
I'm jealous because I'm still trying to finish my Spider-Woman collection from Volume 1.
Still putting that together, huh?
Cool.
I like those.
Yep. I'm a big fan of Jessica Drew.
Oh, me too.
3. Yep, that's a good one.
And got some Spectacular Spider-Man number 14.
So you got these from Whatnot, but you went to pick it up so you wouldn't get charged shipping.
No shipping. Yep. Number 12.
I love these early Spectacular Spidey issues.
Number 11.
Oh, Medusa issue. One of a few times that she crossed over.
Yeah.
DC, we got Unexpected 165.
Nice. All for under $1, huh?
Yep.
Jeez.
Swamp Thing 10.
Wow.
Oh. If you can pick that up for under $1, I suggest doing it.
Our Army of War 286.
Sergeant Rock. Yep. I don't know. Sergeant Rock just got popular all of a sudden.
I got the Amazing Spider-Man AIM toothpaste giveaway.
War.
I need to get that.
War, horror, and Western comics have gotten super popular, I think.
And a few more modern Wonder Womans. This one,
I think they're finally catching up to my taste. Those are all things I like.
Yeah, that is.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah,
that's new 52.
Yeah,
new 52 Wonder
Woman.
And then a couple issues of Wonder Woman 77 and the Bionic Woman.
Oh, cool.
I'm still trying to finish that one. I got most of that series.
I didn't know they did that. I know they did the Batman 66.
Yeah, they did. They did Wonder Woman 77 and Bionic Woman.
Yep. Oh, that's
that's
a variant. Yeah, that's
that. There's Liz again. Oh yeah.
That's
he spent more than a dollar for that. That's a good pickup.
On one cover.
Linda Carter.
Hey, have you guys seen that one I saw? It's like Batman meets the Shadow. I mean, the Spirit. I want to get that.
I have both Batman the Shadow series. A couple of them were slabbed because they were variants.
A lot of people hate
that's a classic.
I rewatched the Spirit movie by Frank Miller, and the second time I watched it, I really liked it because I know more about the character now.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it myself.
Spider-Man 160.
Oh, the Spider Buggy
for a buck.
That's the Spider Buggy in that one, right?
Yeah,
yep. That's the first appearance of the Spider Buggy. Yep.
106.
Wow.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
If anybody knows how to get deals, it's Robert.
Fantastic Four 162.
Thing versus Thing. Yeah, that was one of the Thing versus Thing.
Yeah, that's classic.
This is 114, but it's really beat up on this one.
Oh.
As long as it's there, I don't care.
It's still all there, so it's
worth
all
$1, man. I wouldn't, you know,
absolutely.
leave that behind.
163.
I wouldn't leave any of these behind for $1. Freak that.
157.
Yeah.
143.
So a lot of these filling in some gaps, Rob, for you?
I just got them today. I haven't had time to go through a lot of them. A lot of them will end up in the sale just because, you know, if I had my druthers, I'd keep everything I got today because it's all stuff that I collect.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's how you roll. Yeah, you move it through.
Got to go in the sale. So
yeah.
And for some reason, I never had this one. I never seen it. Spider-Man with the holographic eyes.
I love that.
Oh yeah, 50.
That is cool. I never saw that either.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I have seen that before. It's just like I said, I'm not a Spider-Man fan like that.
Yeah, I stopped after Todd left it.
16.
Yeah, Beetle.
Yep, that's a good
great
one.
Yeah, I always liked the Beetle.
Hey, Steven Spock, thanks for being here, buddy.
Actually, 2 number 12. So at least one of those will be going in.
You get to keep doubles, right?
Yeah. Star Spangled War Stories 187.
Unknown Soldier. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas Comics Sergeant Stryker's Death Squad number 2.
Oh, Atlas. Yeah, the company that was formed by ex-Marvel employees to try to beat Marvel at their own game.
And lasted for like 3 months or something, or 4 months.
No, it was more like a year and a half.
Oh, really?
It's just that they only did 3 or 4 issues of all their series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they also published a couple of magazines too.
That was 1977.
So they were kind of
nice.
They did what Image Comics did way before they did, though. The creators left and tried to form their own company. That's cool.
Star Spangled War Stories 161.
Hey, at least they took a shot at it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Tales 71.
I love that death of Captain Stacy.
Yep. Marvel Feature 7.
What's up, David Reese? Thanks for being here.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
The comics just avalanche.
I collect all those Marvel Tales and the ASM.
Our Army at War 233.
Sergeant Rock.
Sergeant Rock. You know, Daniel Craig has been cast to play him in a movie.
Our Fighting Forces 155.
Now, that's a group that I heard a lot about, but never truly understood, which was the Losers.
I remember the movie they did, but it wasn't that interesting to me.
Star Spangled War Stories 160. Our Army of War 231. This one's got an old price sticker from somewhere.
You know, these will move through your claim sale easy.
Yeah.
If you get the right collector, they will be gone in a heartbeat.
GI Combat 179.
Greetings, Bredazzle. Thanks for
Yeah, they
being
may be claimed by
And just to clarify for anybody watching, these will not be in this week's claim set. This will be months in the future.
But keep an eye out for them. Keep an eye out for them in the future. Right?
158. Although there is a lot of good stuff in
yeah, Robson
It's gonna be
Machine.
another good week with your sale.
Spectacular Spider-Man 112.
I love this cover, man.
Yeah, Santa Claus with a gun.
Merry Christmas.
Terminator Santa Claus, I call it.
Yeah.
That's the Santa Claus that
And
said,
then,
Krampus is busy. I'm taking over for him.
Exactly. The Tony Montana of
Nice. All right.
Ooh.
Wow, dude.
I like anything with a skeleton on it for some reason.
Cool stuff. Yeah, I was going through really quick through all the books, trying to grab out all the really good ones to show today.
Wow. Well, thanks for that, man. I am impressed, man. You do get the deals, dude. I would love to find dollar deals like that, but it's all about Whatnot and being patient with Whatnot, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Got to find the Black Rock.
It's hard to find the good deals on there. I looked and spent hours and gave up.
You got to know what to look at.
Yeah, it's. I only find them once in a while. I find it more lately. For a while, it just dried up completely. I couldn't find anything, and I thought it was going to dry up as a source for me. But it looks like now they're going back to like dollar sales and stuff like that now again. Some of them.
Yeah, because sales are bad on there right now. That's what I've been told by everybody that's selling.
Yep.
Well, and Whatnot keeps screwing things up too. They like this dealer that I got these from. When you do a claim sale and you're picking up, they give you a code that the retailer has to send them in order to get their money. And
Rob,
it's just one code for the entire purchase for a show. They sent a code for every single purchase for the show. I had to message them like 50 different codes. It was ridiculous.
Rob, my friend that sells on there, Jay's List.
I needed this one.
He's not far from you, but he said that
I've been thinking about.
They got an email from Whatnot
from my childhood.
They got an email from Whatnot that said that from now on, the seller has to deal personally with the buyer for returns. They're not gonna be an intermediary anymore. So that's kind of messed up.
I saw an email saying they were changing something like that, but I didn't pay any attention to it since I'm not selling on there.
Yeah, I don't sell anymore on there.
I actually sell on it, so that's the only reason why I know.
Okay.
Matt used to sell on there, but
they screwed me out with them comic packs. They waited like a month to charge my account, so I still owe them $57 some, and I'm not paying them. They should have took it out when I sold them.
I don't know why they did that to you, because they did that. They took it out immediately as soon as my money hit. As soon as people paid and my money hit and it was available for me to take out, they took their money out immediately.
Yeah,
First Union Jack.
And I've sent several emails that you can't get them on the phone.
Nope.
So that's their way to get out of everything, because they won't let you call them. And it's the same thing with YouTube. Like I had a friend that had to deal with demonetization, and like he's got 10 people he's contacted at YouTube, and none of them know what's going on. They won't tell him what's going on. They give you like a list of 5 or 10 reasons why you've been demonetized, and they won't tell you why.
Yeah, I hear some horror stories,
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, dude. Very happy with this.
I'm a top claim in the chat for that one. I'm sorry, we're not. My bad.
Love it. So yeah, one of those invaders was the first Union Jack. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, more good cap.
There's old J Jaws.
You're showing my favorite stuff today, Aaron.
Yeah, Captain America is your favorite. Now that or Wolverine, but I think it's Captain America, dude.
I think it's probably more Captain America, but I like Wolverine a lot. But yeah, Captain America.
Awesome, classic cover.
Yeah.
Now like they put Captain America.
All of these recently. I got these 2 days ago. Pretty cool. It's just random stuff. I was just he's got stuff in his long boxes. I'm just pulling stuff out. And there's still going to be some bigger ones coming up soon.
Those are still big to me.
It's so strange that we all collect differently, because some of these books that's being pulled, I probably would have passed on because I know what I look for first.
Yeah.
And because of what I look for first is, in my point of view, is rarer because it's not too many people that gift up these types of books, especially women-led books.
Yeah.
Too much. It's hard. It's harder to find and harder to collect.
Yeah, for me, it's all about the bronze and silver. I'm just from the big two and the copper. If I see it out there in good shape, I'm grabbing it. You know, I was buying modern comics for the last 18 years, and something flipped in my head. I said, "Wait a second, I'm wasting money. I'm just gonna grab stuff that'll hold its value a little more." I'm really digging Captain Marvel these days, especially Jim Starlin.
I'm going back for all the George Perez Wonder Woman because I love what he did with Wonder Woman, and like he brought her back from the brink of cancellation, in my opinion.
Got a bunch of these Miss Marvels.
Those are a good read, and if you need Wonder Woman, let me know.
Yeah, I need a bunch of them. I'm trying to get. I only got like 3 issues of the Perez, but I need to get number 1 and a bunch of them.
Trying to move through these faster.
Just message me. We'll work out a deal or something.
So beautiful.
Well, I'm about to say, where were you for my Whatnot sale? But then again, you probably didn't want to pay the shipping because that's my major complaint about Whatnot. They charge too much for shipping.
That too. And then if you don't, I had to make everything flat rate, and it cost me because I didn't like the way they do their shipping. Because at least with eBay, I know where I stand at on shipping. But yeah, I'll any George Perez Wonder Woman or any George Perez period, you know, I'm all for.
I always say I miss Miss Marvel. Just her look.
Yeah. Again, that's when Carol Danvers was loved, as opposed to despised when she made this transition to Captain.
I know, but
I just miss her. You know, I don't despise her as Captain Marvel.
Well,
and I get guys. You know, we don't like we're the old school, but like a lot of the young people like the new Miss Marvel, and that's why they did it.
Oh well, yeah. Now you got a new character that works.
Time.
Now you have a character that works,
and I don't have a problem with her. She's a great character.
Yeah,
but they kind of trash Carol in the aspect of doing that too.
That's how I feel a little bit. You know,
I miss the old Warbird costume for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't gotten to number 10. I've been reading Kirby's, famous Eternals. Love it. Read the first 2 recently. Okay, so now we have some ACG comics coming up. Forbidden Worlds.
Yeah. Forbidden Worlds.
Cool.
What happened to Jim? Gojira kind of just jumped out.
Oh, maybe he had technical difficulties or something.
Pretty cool stuff. I got these at an awesome price too, man.
And those are not going to be for sale. That's for his own personal.
No, it goes in the PC.
Yeah, and good evening. I am one of us.
Yeah, you got to keep.
Hey, what up? I am one of us. Thanks for being here. What's up, Jeffrey? Yeah, MODOK, dude. Late to the party. Just appreciate you being here, dude. Yeah, J Jaws on the cover. Absolutely.
Adventures into the Unknown. See, most of these books would be books that I would pass on because I have to be in the mood for them more so.
Right.
Not that they're bad books. They're actually great stories. I just, on average, I wouldn't be like, well, let me go back to read this.
I like the weird sci-fi more. I'm not really into like horror as much. I like Monster Hunters though. Like I'm a big X-Files fan. Here's this Nemesis is
to me, this is not real. Well, again, being a fan of Challengers, to me, that doesn't come off as sci-fi to me more so.
Okay. Cool. Hulk Man Thing crossover.
Okay, that is Man Thing.
The Museum of Mad. Sometimes I love reading the captions.
Gotta love our Rhino in Hulk fights, right?
Yeah.
Rhino, Hulk, and Doc Savage. Doc Simpson.
Yeah, Simpson.
Doc Samson. Here we have a Marvel Premiere 44, Jack of Hearts. It's not his first appearance, but pretty cool. Might be his origin or something. Although his real origins, I think, in the later Bill Mantlo mini.
Right.
Yeah, I just never really remember reading anything with him, and then once they came out with
No, that's a cool series. If you're
Bill
able to pull that out,
Frank Miller.
Electric Assassin. Yep.
Frank Miller writes it. Bill Sienkiewicz.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's 8 of these. I got the first 4. Pretty cool.
And it's nice watercolor art.
Wasn't Klaus Janson involved in that too?
Mm-hmm.
Cool stuff.
I always say that I don't know, they were a good team when they had Miller and those guys together.
Oh, looks like he got the full run here, people.
Well, no, I only have the first 4 actually.
Oh, boo!
Boo.
You need to get the rest of it. Boo! Get the rest of
now,
it.
though.
I saw a good deal for like the Dazzler lot, the old, volume 1 of Dazzler on eBay for like $50, and it had like 1 through 41. So I'm thinking about, they look like they were good condition. I just get nervous buying stuff on eBay.
Me
because
too.
of the condition.
Nowadays, I do too.
All these are from Sean. Now, this one I was excited about because I remember this as a kid.
Well, if you got a great deal on it, because the price has been dropping on that book.
On this book.
Yeah, on the later Punishers, like that one and the first ongoing, the number ones, that the price had dropped dramatically.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got all this. Here's the first
Power
Man and Iron Fist.
Mike Zeck is one of those artists that is really just ingrained in me because of my childhood.
Oh, that's the first one. That's the first one before the title changed.
Yeah, that's the first one they team up.
So the next, after this, it was like Heroes for Hire.
No, it was originally called Luke Cage Heroes for Hire, and eventually became Power Man and Iron Fist after that.
That's right.
They introduced
and they just called them the Heroes for. That's right. Another Mike Zeck.
Yep.
Don't sleep on Mike Zeck. I tell everybody, don't sleep on Mike Zeck.
I might be missing issue number 3, unfortunately, but I'll get it. Here's one Joe just mentioned.
Yep.
Volume 2. I remember getting this off the rack in a 7-Eleven, and my friends are giving me a hard time. I grabbed this in Wolverine Volume 2. They come out around the same time, I
was in junior high school when that came out. I think I might still have a
early
copy of it somewhere.
Early Volume 2. We're gonna get through this, guys.
Oh, just have at it. I'm enjoying looking at them.
Here's a double I recently got from Jim, and then I got one now from Sean. So Star Wars #1.
And you got the exact same one I got. So I want to put mine back then. I'm putting mine back in the if I put mine back in the bin here.
No, I gotta see it. Let's see it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got 2 of these now.
So I don't have to show it, so I know that.
You guys got me on
that. When I get to me, I'll
here's one I was excited about.
Yeah, that one I don't know what it should be coming back that cover, but people go goo goo gaga over it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be as high as it is, but
it should be even higher. It should be even higher. What are you talking about?
I like the back cover more so than that.
I remember as a kid loving this.
I still love it.
I still love the back cover more so than the front because of John Byrne.
There you go.
Yep.
Excellent. I mean, these are all famous covers, Here's Brian Boland, Justice League of America.
Oh yeah, Return of Starro. Not the first one, but there's the Return of Starro.
The first Starro stuff I read was the Grant Morrison JLA stuff, so I never even read this, but it's definitely cool stuff. Got some more Wolverine. So I got this complete. Very happy about that.
Yeah, I got all those.
So man, we're moving through almost 3/4 of a short box. I normally open these up, but very happy to have these.
I wouldn't be opening them up unless I had to.
Yep, there's the ongoing one.
Yep, Volume 2.
Got that one. That's a good one.
Those values are still going up for some reason. I
Well,
think it's just because there's still a lot of rabid
When you had
Wolverine
the best
fans out
hairdo.
there.
I paid more for issue 8 than I did for number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Always liked Web of Spider-Man covers more than the story within, but the early stories of Web of Spider-Man were okay. Here's a silver. I don't think I have this one. I have a Marvel Tales.
John Romita in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very happy about this. Happy with this one. This was a popular one for some reason too. Because there's two.
That second meeting, that second or third meeting of Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's like 2 consecutive Amazing Spider-Mans, and both have Hulk and Spidey on the cover, and they're very popular. Okay, we're nearing the end here, so
I want to go get my old stuff out just to compete with all you guys tonight because all I got is new stuff, and it's not as impressive.
and he just gave me this one. Well, now I'm going to show the 3 things that he gave me.
Okay.
So this is cool. The reprints.
Right. If you love Just Dredd, that one was a reprint that was specific for the United States here.
Yeah, Eagle Comics. I collect Eagle Comics. When I see it, I get it, and I've been reading that early Judge Dredd, loving it. This one, I don't even know if I have it. I have to check, but this brings back memories as a kid. Always liked that when I was a kid. And the last one he just gave me, like, it was so nice. But it's a hardcover of V for Vendetta.
You have to read that book.
Yeah, we just watched the movie, and here I'll put it over my head. Like,
there's a lot of stuff that was in the movie that was not that the book that they didn't do from the book. There's a lot of stuff.
Isn't that beautiful?
Like the acid trip. They did not do his acid trip in the movie.
And that's why Alan Moore does not like any time they make a movie out of something he wrote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they took a scalpel to a lot of stuff, but it kept the essence of the story, but it doesn't have the same impact.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thanks for that was that. So let me bring on Mr. Joe D. McPhee here. Thank you for being here. You normally have your own show on Thursday.
Yes. Yeah, no. Well, the Thursday show is the review show. It's the review show and everything where we do reviews and have all the geek talk and everything like that. But my normal show is Saturday at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube here. So you gotta wait until Saturday to see my new pickups for the week here. That's exclusive for that channel here. So what I got today is I'm going to put it out there to check because that's how I do. I normally have an interactive show. Either I'm going to show you the more quirky stuff that I'm thinking about sending to CGC to get graded, or we could look at some of the more modern stuff that I'm thinking about sending. So
and your
quirky or modern is the 2 options here. So
and your argument for CGC is pretty much you like to preserve, you know.
It's better to me. It's better than my art in the bigger standpoint,
and you can insure it. You know,
it's better for insurance purposes because their certification counts as a appraisal, because you could go out to places like Go Collect and GP Analysis and stuff to that magnitude, and you can take those grades.
I screwed up. Sorry, I'm trying to get my computer clicked on something. Sorry.
No, not
okay. You're good.
All right.
You're fine, buddy.
Not a problem. So I guess the chat doesn't realize there's a vote going on right now. I could do quirky or I could do more modern. Trust me,
Quirky's
if I go
good.
quirky, y'all going to be like, what's going on here?
Yeah, quirky's good.
Okay, if we're going to go quirky, I'm about to make
Kirby's all about quirky. So am I.
About to make my guy happy here. Here you go, Heroes for Hire. You made mention of this book. You made mention of it. That's like, and that one is signed by Peter David.
Wow.
Oh wow.
There it is.
Pulp Fiction.
And I already got one that's already graded, but I'm looking to get another one done. Probably my Peter David one. but I still got to get it pressed and whatnot here. Now, we all mentioned Wonder Woman, and I know you're up here talking about Perez, but my goal right now is to finish off my volume 1. So,
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So what I got here, I'm going to explain here. This one here, this is 205. Significance of 205 is this is technically the second appearance of Nubia. And then I got another, this is one of my better copies of 206, which is the third appearance. I already got my first appearance graded already. Nice. But I have to get second and third appearance done. Done at CGC here or
that's awesome.
CBCS soon. And then I got to figure out which one is my better copy of this one. We got Avengers 227. Do you guys know what the significance of this one is?
I'm trying to think. I know it's something to do with.
I thought Rambo was the first, was an amazing annual ASM annual, but
you're there. This is the second appearance of Monica Rambeau, first appearance of her joining the Avengers in the Avengers.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is second Monica Rambeau.
Okay. I always liked
I have newsstand and one copy that is a direct. So one direct, nice. 2 newsstands. Now, here's something for the history books here. I got Hulk 168 and a 169.
Nice.
Significance. Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
Significance of 168 and 169. 168, first appearance of the Harpy. 169 is the second and last appearance in the current, I would say, in the Bronze Age, because they redid the Harpy in modern age. But technically, Harpy is technically the first She-Hulk, so it's also the first She-Hulk book.
Oh, okay.
So technically, the Harpy was a prototype for She-Hulk because this predates Savage She-Hulk #1, and also it was also the first time that Betty Ross was a Hulk too.
Oh.
So it's a lot of significance in that one, but most people sleep on that book.
Okay.
Now this book,
taking notes right now.
This book I got for Whatnot. It cost me a pretty penny for what it was, but it's worth more than what I paid for it, though. And I do have to get this pressed. I do have to get this graded. It's Lois Lane 106.
Probably the most controversial Lois Lane comic ever.
Oh, where she swaps identities.
Yeah.
Swaps races. Yep.
Yeah, races. Yeah, that's what I meant.
And it has one of the best lines ever when it comes to her relationship with Superman.
She goes, "Would you still be in love with me if I'm black?" Yes.
And I'll never forget that. And the story was before its time. People call it
way before its time.
Controversial, but it holds true. It holds true. This to me is an evergreen story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's significant.
More quirky.
It's up there, right with the.
I like quirky. We like more quirky.
It's up there. It's kind of up there, also up there, but not maybe quite as much as the one where Speedy is hooked on heroin.
Yeah, the reveal that he was hooked on here is what made that controversial.
Yeah.
That they busted in on him as he was getting high, and what Green Arrow did afterwards made it controversial. It wasn't the fact that he was a user; it was what Green Arrow did afterwards that made it like, dang. Even as a father figure, I wouldn't go that drastic.
Yeah.
Now, I love Beware the Claws of the Cat here.
Cool.
Do you know the significance of the character, the cat, to modern day comics?
Was it Patsy Walker?
No.
Okay.
History with this. Patsy Walker ended up getting this costume from the original wearer. The significance of the cat. Greer Grant was the cat before she became Tigra.
Oh,
She became Tigra in Marvel Chillers
Chillers
3.
Yeah.
It was like it was giant sized creatures.
Oh, really? I thought it was
6 or something
Chillers.
like that. And then her first appearance by herself in Marvel Chillers 3.
Okay.
But before she became Tigra, she was the cat.
okay.
More quirkiness.
I like quirky.
Another British comic that not too many people are aware of, and to get the full run of it, I don't believe that most people could get those type of books, but there was only 2 comics ever made by Eclipse dealing with this if I could say this IP.
Okay.
AXA. This was a British comic that went several volumes up in Great Britain, but Eclipse did too, and I forgot who originally brought the whole series over. It was like in like a graphic novel format, and it was several books that was in graphic novels. It was like 7 volumes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're reprinting it or what, but I could swear in the latest previews catalog there was AXA comics that I seen.
Actually, there was if I can remember correctly, there was a Kickstarter that reprinted the first 2, these 2 from Eclipse. So they bought out the rights from Eclipse to redo and reprint these, and those are the ones that's going to come to through whatever distributor, whether it be Diamond or something else here. But these are the 2 issues that they reprinted.
All right.
This is common. This is more common. That's Gen 13 number 1. I believe this is volume 2 and not the first volume, number 1.
You believe that?
That's more common. Avengers 221 Direct.
Nice.
I believe it was. This is the one where I believe it was She-Hulk and Hawkeye rejoins the Avengers in this one.
Where's the missing square? That's
the Invisible Girl.
Okay.
It says it right there. I'm going to make sure that people see it. Invisible
Easiest
Girl.
thing to draw.
Yeah.
That's what the missing square is. Because they were saying, it was like, well, who's going to join this team? And it ended up being She-Hulk and Hawkeye rejoins here. And then this is another one that I got to get pressed again as a newsstand here and get graded.
Yeah, dude.
I got that one.
First Rogue.
I got one graded. I got a graded 8.5 of that. I love it. That's one of my favorite characters.
Now we're going to get into some old school, quirky Marvel type stuff here.
Okay.
For people who like Jack Kirby.
Oh, yeah 2001.
Is that number 1? I just read that.
That is number 1, 2001, 2001 issue 1.
Yeah, they refer to it as the Star Stone, and there's a lot of internal monologue with that. It's pretty cool. I guess there's a treasury, right? Also, that Kirby.
Right, there's a treasury, and surprisingly enough, I believe the prototype of Robot Man actually started within the 2001 series.
Oh yeah. There's a
Machine Man.
Machine Man, yeah.
Machine Man. Yep.
Yeah.
The prototype of Machine Man started there.
It's considered the first or something.
Yep. And this one definitely got to get pressed, and I definitely got to send it in because I just love the character. I don't like what they're doing with him in the modern one because there's some hits and misses story-wise in the modern version of this character.
Yeah.
But the old school stuff, I still feel holds up today.
Oh yeah,
Howard the Duck 1.
Nice.
My favorite character,
Steve Gerber. Yeah, you're talking to Kirby over there. He loves Howard.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of that run. I'm gonna start reading it. Man. I like the later Gene Colan art.
Yep. Now here's another one that's another blast from the past, especially if you like what was it like Pope heroes, old school Pope heroes.
Yeah. See, Jim's not here, so
here I thought you were gonna bring up Battle Pope.
Savage.
Savage 1. Doc Savage, Man of Bronze, #1. This is the Marvel version of it, but I know that there's other older Doc Savages out there, but this is just Marvel #1, the Marvel Comics version of him #1. Now, surprisingly enough, I won this book off of a giveaway on Whatnot, and I don't really know what to make of it because a lot of times this is like, you know, this series is known for prototypes for monster books, you know, for them to create all the different monsters in the Marvel universe. But there it is, Where Creatures Roam #1, quirkiness.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude.
I love all that stuff. Anything like that's cool to me.
Yep.
I see those now at, in the LCS in Olympia, like rows of that stuff, and the price is higher nowadays. People look for that stuff.
Yep, because nobody cares, you know, takes care of it or anything like that. This one definitely got a good press tier, and the only reason I got it is because I tried to remember whatever happened to Moon Boy here, and that is.
I read that recently too.
Yep.
That's the #1. Yeah.
That's the #1. Yep.
So Red Dinosaur became Red how? I remember. I'm just asking. He was battling other little T-Rexes or whatever. He was just a baby, and Moon Boy kind of helped him a little bit, pulled him away from the lava, but it was so hot his skin turned red.
Ouch.
I love those characters, man.
And like I said, more quirkiness here.
This is what we
Another
like.
one that I have that I'm up here is like, yeah, I gotta get pressed, and I know I gotta get it pressed. And if I get it pressed and graded, there's no way I'm going to give up this book because it took me too long to get it.
Yeah, I feel the emotion coming from you, man. Dude, I have that. A no prize book. Wow. Yeah. Is that rare?
Yes.
Yeah.
People don't see, modern day collectors don't understand what receiving a no prize book represents or winning a no prize.
Yeah, right. They don't know
the
history.
Yeah, back in the day, if you caught an error in the storytelling of Marvel Comics, and this was the key part, and you can submit a reasonable explanation that can resolve that error.
The error, yeah.
You will receive what is called a no prize. And when it came out with the no prize book, the no prize book shows a lot of those resolutions that other people came up with that they found in stories.
Wow, beautiful.
Nice.
So that's the reason why, you know, when, you know, they finally released what the no prize was in, I believe it's the Marvel Vault collection.
Yeah.
This was like one of the books, but they actually kind of circulated some of these here. Because this one is from 1982.
Nice.
So in 1982, they've circulated some of these where people have sent in.
No, I think I have the full Medi or whatever. It's Italian for thought bubble balloons, and I don't know if I have the no prize. I gotta. That looks so familiar to me, though. I think I have that.
Yeah, because upside, it's really upside down. It's like if you turn it upside down, you can say it's like the only one of us is going to leave this comic book alive, and it won't be me because nobody demanded it.
Stan as Doom, dude. That's freaking.
Yeah, and it said the Mighty Marvel's most massive mistake. So this recaps a lot of what fans caught in their resolutions to those things to keep the story going.
That's great, dude.
Basically,
it's great that it started as a joke.
Before computers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It started as a joke, the no prize, and then ended up being something, you know? Here we go. She joins the X-Men.
Yep, that's that.
Kirby, he's picking up where you left off, you know?
No, that's just only one. I'm only showing that one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I have to get that one graded.
That's
because
one of my favorite issues.
If I really wanted to show off, I could show off, you know, what is it? X-Men 1, 2, 8, 99, 100, 101, if I really wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead. Show it off.
Hey, That actually is one of my personal favorite books, though.
Yeah, dude, I'm into it. You know,
I'm here.
What do we got here? Oh, there, Kirby's got his copy there.
Yeah,
I got mine too, man.
I have one too, but I'm too lazy to get it out.
Rob, do you collect Uncanny?
I do.
There's certain runs you collect. You collect Amazing Spider-Man.
Pretty much anything that's gone on forever, I collect.
Oh, okay. I thought there were some main
really,
ones.
There's something about the really long runs that appeals to me. Just I grab them when I see them. But also a lot of them, it's like I'll put them through the sale first because, you can pick them up pretty easily, really.
Yeah, I know you were picking up. Yeah, so everything. But what you were saying before was like detective and action.
Detective, Amazing Spider-Man. But Uncanny X-Men is one of them too. X-Men.
Cool.
All right.
There's a lot of
you guys demanded it, and BCW boxes are heavy as hell.
He's actually pulling out the goods, you guys. Very nice.
Oh, books that I consider quirky. My Greatest Adventures number 80. First Doom Patrol.
Yeah. What first Doom Patrol? Yeah.
First Doom Patrol. But that's not what you guys asked me for.
No, that was a good one too.
Y'all did not ask me for that. Y'all asked me for this. That's what you asked me for.
Nice.
That's what you asked me for.
It's a thing of beauty.
Will I ever see that?
Hey Joe, what's the grade? What grade you got on it?
1.8.
Okay. Still.
That's number 2.
Oh, that one's awesome.
The first and I think only appearance of the Vanisher at a 2-0.
Vanisher popped up somewhere. I think they used him like years later, like in Exterminators or some weird series like that.
Now this is an old slab, a very, very old slab.
Yeah,
why? Because look at that label.
Yep. Yeah, that's cool label.
That's a 7. If I sit it in to get reholdered, I think the grade would probably drop though.
Yeah.
But that's issue 3, first blob.
There's nothing you could do, press it out or clean it or anything.
I don't do CPR.
Okay, well there you go. Some people do.
CPR to me is not. CPR is not. It's not something that people should truly do, per se.
Okay.
Because again, you're still running the risk of damaging the book anyway.
I know people that are obsessed with doing that though.
Yeah, people do that.
People are obsessed with it. It's like if you want to get a 9.8, find a 9.8, get that one graded. Leave the ones that you have already done alone.
I'm afraid to even try doing anything like that anyway.
Number 8.
Oh.
First, Eunice the Untouchable. The only time you even see Eunice the Untouchable in Marvel history. This is another character that I believe only in the modern era, I think he only was talked about once. But
if I had a button I could push and have Bill and Ted say, "Whoa," I would push it right now.
Signed by Claremont. This goes back to the story that I told Aaron. You remember my Claremont stories?
Yes, I love that story.
Signed by Claremont, even though it's green label, because again, this is before they did verification. It's an 8.5 X-Men 97.
Wow.
The first battle between Havoc and Cyclops.
Brother versus brother.
Yep. X-Men 100 newsstand. Signed by Claremont.
Yay! Woo!
That's a gem right there, man.
At an 8.0.
Beautiful.
Now, if I sent those back to get reholdered, I would probably ask for them to verify. And then, the piece de resistance that if I do send this one back in to get reholdered, I'm going to pay for pressing here. Another, I believe that this is also newsstand too. 101.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. First Phoenix.
75. First Phoenix.
I like that cover.
And come to find out, she never left the bottom of the
Jamaica Bay.
yeah,
Exactly.
Jamaica Bay there until like years later.
And we talked about this one
Pod
about reprints of Giant Size 1.
Yeah.
That is technically the first reprint.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually read that and I compared it to my copy of the what do you call it? Giant Size.
X-Men.
Yeah. And they omit a lot of stuff. They actually add a lot. This was a better read, actually. Classic X-Men #1.
Yeah, it was a better read here, but they also add some of the background story too.
I love those
one backstory in at the very end.
I've been reading Classic X-Men. Love it.
And then trying to see other quirky stuff that you guys might like that's in this. Oh, we already talked about that, but there it is. There it is, Cat 1.
Cool.
Patsy.
No, not Patsy. Greer Grant, aka Tigra.
Oh, okay.
People keep saying Patsy because of the costume.
Yellow.
Well,
Greer Grant gave her that costume.
They associate her with that costume.
I'm tired, so it's overlooked.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. It's like, no, Greer Grant gave her that costume. You know, that's the whole thing here. And then there she is in full glory in her first solo story as Tigra. Marvel Chillers 3 and a 9-0.
Nice. It's a beauty.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what other quirky ones. Oh, yeah. Here's another quirky one. And I know I got other ones to go ahead and engrave, but this is from CBCS. Mr. Miracle #4, first Big Barda.
Oh,
Wow.
Cool.
So
That is cool.
really good.
yeah, I mean, I try to when I collect, I try to collect everything here. Here's a 9.96 newsstand of the 20th anniversary issue of Fantastic Four, issue 236.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And this is a 9.6.
John Byrne, baby.
Mm-hmm. And I'll stop there because I think I'm boring people.
No, it's cool, dude. You're not boring me.
You're not boring me. I just haven't slept in 2 days, so.
Dude, you need to sleep, man.
You need sleep. So Rom the Space Knight 8.5.
Oh, just got that one. Freaking love it. #1
Frank
of Rom.
Miller, did they do that one, the first one? Or one of those? I don't know.
What, Rom the Space Knight?
Yeah.
Bill Mantlo was like, let's do some toy lines, Marvel. And they're like, okay.
Hey, I wanted that ROM Space Knight as a kid. I just never got it. And now I tried to go back on eBay and get one for like $300 now.
These books I picked up today, I just got ROM 2 to.
I forgot that I actually had this one too.
Well, that's good news, Rob.
I forgot I actually had this one here. This will probably be my last one because you guys went old and quirky. Marvel Team Ups #5.
Wow.
At a 7.0.
Cool.
I think we're all quiet because we're bored because we're in amazement. So
and to think this is only one box, and I'm not even touching She-Hulk or Wonder Woman stuff as of yet.
Well, you've been at this for decades,
Sadly enough.
Let's talk about everyone's channels here. What's going on? Unless Kirby, do you have any, or Rob or Matthew, do you have anything else you'd like to show?
I can show stuff every week. So good.
Well, if you want to, is there something you want to show a little more, or are you good?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay. So, what do you guys? What's going on with your channels? I don't know what happened with Jim, but Jim's having a big sell. It's a new YT channel, so I'm going to put his link down there. Please sub him up for tomorrow. I'm going to be there with him, helping him. He's going to take my slot on Fridays. I'm not going to do any claim sales for the rest of the month. And anything you'd like to say, Kirby?
It's the same old, same old. Just doing unpackings, reviews, previews, all that good stuff. Yeah, reading comics. I don't know if I'll have one this Sunday again because I didn't realize the wife had today off. So
Oh,
I usually record a few of my upcoming shows on Thursdays. So yeah, it's just going through stuff, rearranging. Just finally got this area redone, so can hopefully have a podcasting area in the basement again, and also one upstairs. So other than that, not too much happening.
Yeah, real life first with the wife, right? You know.
Yep. Gotta make them happy.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Anything you'd like to say or show, Matthew?
Sunday I do my Sunday Super Show extravaganza. We go about over the preview for New Comic Book Day, and
you had Comet Vet last.
Oh yeah, well that was Comic Conversations.
Okay.
Sunday Super Show extravaganza is I just like using the word extravaganza. So I go over the previews for New Comic Book Day, even though I don't know if I'm even gonna keep buying new comics. To be honest with you, I'll just read them online. But I'm struggling with it internally while I'm watching all these cool books go by. And I'm going, this is all stuff I can't get because I keep buying new books. You know what I'm saying? So
they're expensive.
That's why I was quiet. That's why I was a little awful quiet there. So I'm trying to do a little, rethinking of what I'm going to do to collect, and I'm going to start submitting stuff next month. But so then I got but usually I have the conversation show on. Sorry, I'm kind of slow today. On Tuesdays. I had it Wednesday last night, but so because of the holiday, it's going to be Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and my guest will be Mad Spidey, my friend from the land down under.
I like Simon.
So we're going to have some Vegemite sandwiches and talk about comic books, and should be fun. And then in the upcoming weeks, I got the Ozzyverse will be on after that, and we got DJ Lynx is going to be a guest. We got Comics with Bueller is going to come on, and I just got Comic Tropes to agree to come on.
Awesome,
cool.
So that's cool. He's one of my he's one of the first channels when I was just watching YouTube was him and Lunch Money Comics and Cartoonist Kayfabe. Rest in peace, Ed Piscor. And but that's it, I guess. And no more claim sales till the beginning of the new year because I got to get some new books.
Yeah, well, there you go. And good job interviewing.
Break, anyways.
For me, it's like I'm not dialed into every channel on YouTube, and so when I watch your show, it's like it's great. It's a great way to break the ice with other people, on YouTube. So I really appreciate your show, and that's normally on Wednesdays or Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, Tuesdays normally, but yeah,
normally Tuesdays.
We're having reshuffling because of Christmas and New Year's. Those shows will be on I think Wednesday or Thursday. Well, you'll see. I'll have it scheduled. You'll see. I always got
to ask them, the good questions, but simple questions. But you get a history.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm not trying to be like these guys are like. So you're trying to inflate the cost of comic books, you're hyping books up, and trying to run a community. And no, it's not like that. I just want to talk about people that love comic books, and even a lot of the controversy these days is manufactured, like it's the World Wrestling Federation.
Clickbait.
What they say.
Tell it. Preach it.
And so guys, and I'm not fake. Anybody that knows me knows there's not a fake bone in my body.
Yeah.
And if I don't like something, I'll tell you. If I like something, I'll tell you. If you don't like it, that's cool.
And but you have kindness.
Agree to disagree, right?
You're kind. You're a kind person, though. It's okay to keep it real all the time, but to have that kindness is important. You have that. Yeah. So thanks, Matthew. Rob, let's talk about what's going on with you, my friends.
Well, let's see. Tomorrow, I usually have my daily episodes where I just show the comics that are going to be in the sale on Saturday. But tomorrow's episode's different. The video that I made vanished when it came time to post it to YouTube. I couldn't find it.
Oh my goodness.
Somehow I either accidentally erased it or never saved it. Just because I was getting used to the new software and it just was nowhere to be found, and it was too late to recreate the episode with the books because they got mixed in with all the other ones. And so tomorrow is Commandy the Musical.
Okay.
Like
switch it up.
that went to my head. That's
Yeah.
ball.
So, tune in for that, and it was one of the first videos that I'd done. Nobody's really seen it yet, other than a couple of people I've shown it to get their reaction to the song.
I just instantly imagine Rob running around with a dishcloth on.
I mean, basically, it's a slideshow that presents like all the covers of the entire original series while this new song plays. So that's tomorrow. Saturday, of course, is the claim sale. A lot of good books this week. I don't usually say that, but I just went through them yesterday.
It's a terrible selection. No one wants to come. I'll just
Yeah, Kirby's one of your customers. Don't let Kirby kid you.
Kind of rope-a-dope us.
And there's almost 2 full complete long boxes, so it's going to be a long sale tomorrow.
Saturday.
And Saturday. I'm sorry. I keep thinking a day ahead this week for some reason. And then Sunday I'll be releasing the Pop Culture Power Hour Christmas special.
Yay! That's been in the works for a while now.
Yeah, months.
yeah, exciting. So what time does that drop on Sunday?
I don't know. I have to look and see what time everybody's show is. I don't want to, step on anybody's toes that's in the show that I'm familiar with. And there's a lot of people in the show. So,
is it going to be live too?
It will not be live after all. It will be recorded. I've recorded the beginning and the ending, and it's all pieced together except for a couple parts in the middle that I'm waiting for. But we have at least an hour right now. So if I don't get the other ones in time, I'll just go ahead and post it anyway.
Okay.
And the other segments will have to wait till next year or a future show or something, depending on how
this is your first time doing this, right?
This particular show, yeah. We hope it'll become a somewhat irregular series because it takes too much time and effort to do like a weekly thing with it. But it's basically a variety show based on pop culture. This one's more of a Christmas show simply because it's the Christmas show. So we don't really show comics during the show. So if anybody's thinking that, they're probably going to be disappointed. But there's some music videos, there's some comedy, and it's just some of my fellow YouTubers and myself having some fun. And I think people will like it. I hope they do. And I'm pretty proud of it. So
cool. Yeah, looking forward to that. Cool. So you have your claim sale Saturday, and to be clear, that's like 12. My time. Well, what is it Eastern? What time Eastern?
12:45.
12:45. So I got it right. Okay.
Yeah. Approximately after Comic Book Memories gets done with Dr. Silver Age and Shannon.
Yeah, which is a great show too. And then Sunday, get ready for this Christmas special. So
yeah.
Awesome.
And what I'm hoping to do is go live after the show, and just put up a link so anybody that can come on after the show. That way the guys that are on the show can come on and talk and hang out, and we can discuss the show or whatever anybody wants to talk about, and just kind of have fun and see what people's reactions are and so on and so forth. So
excellent. Well, looking forward to it, Rob, for real. Okay, Joe, let's talk about stuff going on with you. You always have something that, going. You're a creator of comics, all this stuff. Let's pretend no one knows who you are. Let's do that.
No one knows who I am, to be quite honest. Well, they did. Everybody, this chat would be filled up with a lot of questions if people knew who I was here. As of right now, the Thursday's Comic Book Spectrum show, we are on hiatus until January 9th. That's when our next show is scheduled for that. And on January 9th, we're doing the best of 2020, but the best and worst of 2024. So that's the theme of that show.
That's where other writers and other creators, your friends, come together and you review things.
That is correct. We have with myself, Clyde Hall, who is a award-winning pulp fiction writer. He writes a lot of stuff for Stormgate Press, and he is a reviewer for Comics Beat. And then we have Elaine Haygood, who is a filmmaker, and she actually writes and does her own graphic novels.
Wow,
so
cool.
We're currently the current roster for Comic Book Spectrum, but there are 3 other members too. We have Brian K. Morris, who is an award-winning author of novels. We have Brian Rotman, who is also another comic book creator, as well as Eric Hawkins, who is known for his series. The Zombieful World of Oz. So he takes a lot of the lore of the Wizard of Oz and kind of puts it on his head in this zombie world that he created.
Cool.
And it follows a lot of the lore. It follows a lot of the lore of Wizard of Oz, and it's a different take, and it's a pretty good book.
So every Thursday, you guys get together and you normally do a show, but it's not going to happen till January
9th. We're on a holiday. We're on a holiday hiatus because people like being with family. So we're not going to try to like cut that short and try to do shows during the next couple of weeks here. I mean, it's a good little respite here. But my weekly show, which is from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, Saturdays 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I normally have there is my interactive show where you have full access to me. We normally have new comic book pickups for the week, stuff that I have bought and everything that had actually arrived that's going into the personal collection. And we have an interactive talk here. Why? Because when I was doing it as part interactive talk and actual showing of the goods as far as the artwork and stuff, a lot of people left during the live drawing or the live rendering because I wasn't talking to them as much, right? Because I was concentrating on the artwork itself here. So we just do pretty much like anywhere between an hour to 2 hours, fully interactive. And the topic for this week, we're going to go back into the same type of jar here. It's like understanding what the modern collector is going through, especially when they're trying to go through this as far as speculation and everything. Oh, we got somebody. Yeah. Oh, it's like Captain Strange Life in Comic Collection. It's like seems some interesting things to look forward to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I follow a lot of people on a lot of collectors here that call themselves more in the investor type as opposed to what I am, which is a preservationist, and it baffles me. It baffles me as far as how they look at the industry, but I understand it from the business aspect, being a comic book creator, why they do what they do, either as a reseller of books or just a straight comic book flipper. I get it.
Yeah. So,
but I see it sometimes hurting the industry sometimes, and then sometimes I up here, justify their thoughts to people who just don't get it. I mean, it's a fine line, but it's something that we as a community that needs to get a better understanding that there's not just one type of collector out there. It's multiple types of collectors out there. We all have a room at the table. We have to understand one another's needs here.
Right. That's what I like about streaming, Joe. It's like, before I was streaming, I had this idea where it's like, read your freaking comics, and I don't care about CGC.
They make you smart.
That we got our guy Higgy saying that. It's great. But when you actually talk to other human beings, you get to see where they're coming from. They're just wired differently. I'm wired differently in my brain, and it's all about coming together as collectors and just having fun and stuff, But the profit, I kind of understand profit in order to increase my PC, but I also understand someone who wants to just do this for a living, so
sell a few extra comics and
you have people who have
new comic books.
Yeah, you have people who are seemingly detached. They don't have the passion for it, and they're selling it. Maybe that's what Missing Mars is addressing here. The ones who are just after the cash grabs. Pump
you
and
see,
dump.
You see quite a bit of that on Whatnot, where they're selling to sell. The people that are doing it don't actually know like what they're selling. right? They're just reading off the internet and
that's how I got a second appearance of Blade for $5 on there one time.
Yeah.
And somebody came to me with that moral question. It's like, do you tell them that book is worth more, or do you just buy it for $5 and just walk out with a big smile on their face?
Well, if you're building a business like my man over here, he's gonna say, okay, let's do this.
I mean, those are the type of conversations that we have there, because to me,
Yeah.
I would mention something to make certain that they're okay with $5.
Right.
I don't want to feel like I'm ripping them off, but at the same time, if you're selling it for $5, I'm going to take it for $5.
Yes, the people who don't care, like I've actually sold comics that are probably worth more for $2, man. Just to be cool.
Oh,
but I'm passing it on to
we
friends.
Definitely both have, yeah.
Yeah. But the flip side of that is like I will take something that you are selling to me,
Well, what bothers me on Whatnot are the ones that like get mad when something goes for a low price. I'm like, you knew what it was worth. You shouldn't have started at $2.
Right.
That comes back to the sellers, because again, Whatnot tells you, it's like, hey, you could start these things for $1, but you run the risk of not getting what you want. So you have to know how to bring in your audience who wants to pay the money that those books.
And I never could do that. I was having shows where I made $3.
I have shows where I make anywhere between $2 a show to when we have the exclusive where I made close to $1,000 a show. So
see, I don't have it
when
like
I have the exclusives, those are like, wow, people show up in droves because they want that Whatnot exclusive that you pay good money for and all this other stuff. But when it's just the stuff that you normally have, only the die-hard collectors who know what you have come in, they buy, and a lot of times if they don't see you, you have that $2 show or that $5 show. I mean, my last show,
I don't have them like that.
My last show this past Saturday, which is my last show into January again for Whatnot, I made $15. Do I complain about making $15? No, because this is, pretty much selling directly out of my own personal collection. These are extra books that I really don't.
And plus, you get to shout out what you create, Joe. And I want to put a focus on that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you are actually a comic book creator with 3 different titles. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
And would you like to just mention?
You want me to show books? Okay, let's show.
Yeah, I was going to say though, like also, I was at a deficit because I don't have books like that. Like some people have the money or the books to go out there and sell, and I just can't afford to go out and buy.
You guys, we lost Darth Gojira. He's having a claim sale or a sale on his new channel to celebrate his new channel. It's called
it's called Always Be Prepared.
Yeah, please.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later.
Matthew, adios.
Yeah, Matt, get some rest, man.
Get some rest, my friend.
Take care. Get some sleep.
So we got the Primetime Saturday Night series here. This is the first 5 issues for that here. We have that on our online store at cgcstudios.com here. We also have our full line of AWF books here. This is the back, if I could say, the original AWF series is the parent series, while Primetime Saturday Night is the actual pro wrestling TV show that actually happens in story continuity.
Perhaps you could give the general premise.
The general premise of AWF, Amazon Wrestling Federation, is that there is a group of women wrestlers that are out there that don't know that they have actual superpowers because they've been around one another for so long doing the pro wrestling and everything that they don't, really socialize too much in the general public, but they don't realize that they have superpowers, that they're like really super strong, super fast, and all this other stuff. They see themselves as normal. They think that a lot of stuff is an act, but really they don't realize that they're in this one program by being in this federation, that they're being trained to be the next generation of superheroes. That's what the original AWS series is going to go into.
It's cool. I know.
While all of this is happening, they do actual wrestling shows, and that's what Primetime Saturday Night is. That is the 50-page per issue, full carded wrestling program like you watch like WWE Raw or SmackDown or AEW Dynamite. That's
very
what this book is.
Yeah.
And I've been working on issue number 5, and that's what been holding me up.
You've been doing this for years now.
Dealing with. Now, this here is Amazonia. This is the flagship title that I have here. This is issue number 7. This is the Steph Wilson variant cover.
Cool.
This been holding up issue number 8 of this series of Amazonia. Amazonia is about a woman by the name of Elisa Masters who was almost convicted of murder in her high school years at her prom because of self-defense. But then again, she was not a normal teen. At the age of 17, she stood more like 9 foot tall and was still growing. By the time she comes back to her hometown, she's over 18 foot tall, has served with several different superhero teams and everything that was licensed by the government. And she just wanted a simple life, being retired from being a superhero. But she can't do that, especially at her size, and for the fact that there is a megalomaniac that owns this major corporation that is going after her family and is about to try to use this stolen secret to do so. So as she's there, she joins the local police as a SWAT team commander, because again, she just can't be like the average Joe policeman on the street because of her size and everything. So she's a SWAT commander and everything, and she stumbles upon this whole mystery about these different if I could say robberies that leads up to the mystery about what is really going on in that hometown of Angel Falls here. So we're about halfway through the first story arc, going into issue number 8 here. We already introduced a couple of extra side villains for her on top of that, and there's more secrets to be revealed later. I can't wait to get to the second story arc where we could talk about her actual origin.
That is great. Team up with the giant detective?
Not really a giant detective. It's more like,
there's a new series
crime drama, if I could say. She's not really being like a detective. It's just like a lot of the stuff is falling on her lap because a lot of the other officers that's in her department are slowly getting implicated.
Well, this is great, Joe, because Kirby actually he likes to interact with the creators of a lot of indie, DIY guys. So you're a moderator now, Joe, so you should totally drop your link into the chat as well.
Okay. Okay.
Let me try this again. You refer to Amazonia as the flagship title?
Yes, that was the first book that launched at CGC Studios back in 2008.
Okay.
So that's the reason why that's the flagship title, because that was the first that started everything. And then I believe it was 2010 or 2011. That's when I first did AWF. And by the time I got to the 3rd issue of AWF, a lot of people was complaining about the lack of pro wrestling. So in 2013, we released Primetime Saturday Night #1.
Nice.
And from that point forward, all the pro wrestling fans are looking for that next issue of Primetime Saturday Night. And pretty much.
And you've been at this, man. You just going for it, and that's it. This is your passion. You love great characterizations and plot and stuff. So, good on you, Joe, man. This is awesome.
I just wish I didn't have the 9-to-5 job, and then that way I could concentrate solely on this. But bills got to get paid. You have to have food to eat.
Yeah.
You can't allow
your family. Real life first. Yeah. But drop your link in there. Everyone check out Jody McPhee. Sub him up on YouTube, but also check out his he's got a great website that there's some downloadable PDF files to introduce you to his world that he's created. That it's like 2024. You've been at this now for like 12 years or 14 years or something.
Yeah, getting close to 2 decades. I was surprised when we hit 2018, and I was like, wow, I've been here for a decade and I'm still surviving.
Wow, 2008. Yeah, man, that is impressive, actually.
How many cons you do a year?
I'm down to 1 con a year, only because of the fact that my mother took ill, and then we had COVID. But usually I do maybe like 3 to 4 conventions a year. And those are like the major conventions, like the one here in Chicago, C2E2, I normally do each and every year. So that's the only one that I know of that I do each and every year. But I have done things like Keystone Comic Con in Philadelphia, New York Comic Con in New York. I have not exhibited at San Diego, but I have gone to San Diego Comic Con several years going here. So, for shows, it's like I do both local and major shows, but I prefer to do major shows than local more so than anything else, unless I get invited as a guest, and then those considerations change instantly, because if I go in as a guest, then I'm going to put on the best show that I can for you guys to get people to like what we do here. Okay, Mr. Mark, give me 1 second here. I got to go over to the actual video and put it there here. So bear with me for another second.
So I'm going to link your Instagram as well, because people love supporting their indie artists,
Yeah, but I've been doing a lot of stuff here, and just it's hard. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff and still have a 9-to-5 job and still take care of family and stuff as a whole.
There you go.
But you don't complain about it. You just adjust and do what you got to do.
Well, the thing is, you have the passion to keep going. I'm going to link your store here.
Okay,
and there's a PDF.
I posted a website. I just posted the show here. So if you see up under from the Deso Small Press Publisher, that's my website. That's the actual channel. Aaron did the Instagram, so pretty much that's it.
There's your website, because I want to refer to people to at least your PDF file that's downloadable, right?
Right. You could get it the first issues of Amazonia and Primetime Saturday Night and AWF. Just by joining our mailing list.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Good on you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to say?
Well, there's going to be a lot of new stuff coming for 2025 here. I just have to stick to my guns. I have to finish up Primetime Saturday Night number 5, and then I got to really buckle down and get Amazonia number 8 drawn and inked, and then get my colors in gear to get that colored.
Cool. Exciting stuff, actually, man. I can't wait to check out your stuff. I'm just going to do it now, man, and I appreciate you being here, Joe.
Also, I have a Patreon. Just to think about it, I do have a Patreon, and I do show what I do there with the Primetime Saturday Night stuff and some of my more adult stuff that I'm hesitant to put out.
Patreon is good for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right, Kirby, Rob, anything you'd like to say before we sign off here?
I'd like to apologize in advance to Kirby.
Uh-oh.
Because the "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" montage on the Christmas special is no longer a montage. It's everybody's individual clips just shown in between.
Whoa.
Because you're all hams, right? Everybody just hammed it up so much.
I would have tried a little harder.
"We Wish You a Merry Christmas" thing. It was just Kirby sang the song 3 times. He sent me 3 complete versions, and I only used one. But it's not what I promised, because you're supposed to be like 3-second clip, and instead it's the whole thing. So
no problem.
I thought you'd survive it. So
yeah.
Well, cool, you guys. I've had a blast here. Like I said, please check out Sandman Mystery Comics for his first. It's a new YouTube channel. I just linked down there for his sell tomorrow.
Get him to 100 subs, please, because that way he gets to pick his own URL at that point.
Yeah, let's get him to 100 subs, please. Please check out the link that I have pinned. It's my brand new video. I do 10-minute comic book hauls once a week. I'm trying to get a little traction on that. So if you guys could help out your friend Cyclotronic Squirkin, that'd be great. And that's it, you guys. This has been a great show. Really proud of this one. So yeah, we're out of here. Deuces.
Hey guys.
Bye. Take care, everyone.
See you on the next one.